shelter.
Oh dear. Is there another one coming yet?
Is there?
No. Usually there's.
Yeah, usually there's a couple on the way. Can't believe they'll just jump down that bank. There she is.
Are you recording any?
Well, good morning from the Great Western Trail, is what they call Skyline Drive. Or maybe it follows the Great Western Trail. I don't know. Sure, a beautiful morning. It was a kind of a challenging night because the wind was up and it got down into the mid-20s. Fortunately, we've got our little heater and our sleeping bags are adequate. And so we live to drive another day.
And we didn't run the heater while we were sleeping, only to warm it up.
Yeah, just before bed and just before getting up.
But our sleeping bags were nice and toasty.
Yep, and we thought we'd share the morning view with you because this is absolutely gorgeous. We got about 20 miles here before we get to Highway 70. And then we'll be going into Salina for some fuel. And then backtracking a little ways and heading south into Capitol Reef in that area. So
I'm excited about that.
Yep, hopefully we'll be lower in altitude. It was hard to get the little isobutane stove going today, so we actually just put the coffee pot on the fire pit because that really cranks out some heat. Glad to have had that too.
Yes, so we could have some more coffee. And trying out this new thing I got. Plugs into the back. And it's supposed to heat up breakfast burritos and stuff. So it's doing that right now while we're driving.
Yep, because we weren't going to hang around and try to cook dinner or breakfast in 20-degree weather, 26-degree weather. But as soon as the sun broke out, it warmed up fairly quickly. Although it's only 30 now, so it feels warm compared to earlier.
Yes, that it does.
Another cool section of this trail here, this nice Aspen Grove. Some of the aspen are changing quickly, others a little less so, but still beautiful. Another obstacle here. There's a lot of these sheep here. There's a bunch of sheep here. And there's a shepherd up on the side of the hill on a horse. And there's a dog.
Oh, he's a pretty dog. He's
Loping
making
up
sure.
the road. He's keeping an eye on things, yeah.
Good puppy. Good dog. Good puppy. Yes. Good girl. Good boy. Good puppy.
Yep, they're chasing us. They're protecting their sheep, I guess. Oh, the things you'll see. Not much wildlife, but plenty of livestock. Oh, up this steep hill here. I don't know what's going on. Yep, sure is. Well, I hesitated bringing my chainsaw.
Did you bring it?
Yes.
Oh,
No,
thank
it's here.
goodness.
I just didn't imagine we'd need something like that on this trail. But it looks like an easy one cut. I just have to dig it out, and that's kind of a pain. But yeah, looks like we're clearing the road. Must have fallen last night. The winds were pretty heavy where we were, and they must have been even heavier here. So get to work.
So we got to remove that. There's Ted. I'm gonna get the chainsaw out. Where are you gonna cut it at?
Well, we only need as much as we need to get by.
Yes.
So I can do it in one cut,
Sounds good.
or I can take it out of the way. We'll see. Come on. Okay, seat the battery. Fully charged. Okay, should be able to drag that out of the way now.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. Done and done. Done and done. Thank you, Greenworks.
That is for sure.
Okay. Let's see.
I'll help, but I can't help too much. Guess I don't need to help at all. I'll get rid of the little stick. That one is not mine.
It was harder getting the chainsaw out. Sorry if I seem breathless. We're still at almost 10,000 feet. And I'm not used to that. We ready?
I think so.
All right.
I think other people will thank us since you could tell someone turned around.
Okay. Mischief managed, right?
Yep. Hopefully there's no more.
Let's hope there's no more. Yeah, because I put everything away. It was harder to get the chainsaw out than it was to cut through that. But we were able to. We were prepared enough that we could deal with an obstacle like that. So that makes us real pleased.
I'm sure
that,
others will appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely others would appreciate it. I know I would. So, back on the road. Whew. This altitude gets to you.
We're still at 9,065.
Yep, 9,000 feet. We're coming down. Catch you later.
Bye-bye.
Well, good morning. We're up in the middle of nowhere, very remote Utah, and we got onto this trail here that is kind of tough, so we put it into four-wheel drive, and we got to going along, and I kept hearing this banging, clanking noise. Couldn't figure out what it was. Yeah, let me show you what it was. So this tie rod looks secure, except it's not. It's broken away from the mount right there. I don't know what caused that or how it happened. So we don't have any front sway bar. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this. We may have to go in someplace and find a dealership and have them fix that, because this is all under warranty. So the last mile of this trail that we broke the Jeep on is very interesting, I guess you'd say. Some really tight switchbacks and some steep downhills, and some beautiful views, as you can see in front of you. This was a route that Gaia picked for me, kind of. I thought we were still on the Skyline Trail. We must have left that, well, back some time ago. There was a sign that said Interstate 70, you know, go this way, but that wasn't the route that was on our Gaia GPS.
So we ignored it.
So yeah, we ignored it and came this way, broke the Jeep.
Just
and
a
we
little
were,
broke.
Yeah. We were supposed to, I was expecting to be in Salina by now, gassing up, maybe finding a pressure wash, car wash station, so that we could clean up before we headed into Capitol Reef, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen at least for another hour, because we've got at least 2 more miles on this road, but it straightens out from here on. So
We had breakfast though.
yeah, we broke the Jeep and had breakfast.
Okay. I am going to see if I can get our breakfast out. I'm stopping it for a second, see if it worked. Well, yes, they worked, but we kind of left them in there too long, so the bottoms are kind of hard as a rock, but they're hot. It's good. Our little warmer thing that plugs into the cigarette lighter warmed up our Jimmy Dean's croissant breakfast, and that was good.
Yep. Actually kind of overdid it a little bit.
Yeah, they were really hot.
They were in there for probably 2 hours. I guess they don't need to go in there that long.
No, maybe not.
But it was a hot breakfast.
In the middle of nowhere.
So it's the strangest thing. We got to the end of our trail, and there's no way to get on the freeway. So we're heading to Salina on this frontage road, and hopefully somewhere on this road we can get back onto the freeway. But we wanted to be off-road, so we're off-road, even though the freeway is 50 feet to our right. Anyway, looks like we can get on here in the next mile or so, according to Gaia GPS. There's an interchange right here, see it? So we're good to go. Oh my. Looks like an old train tunnel maybe, huh?
I almost thought it didn't, it was collapsed. So I go, oh no.
So the frontage road here is kind of cool. It follows I-70 to where we turn south towards Fish Lake, and there's no exit, you know, for this particular trail, so you have to take the frontage road.
Oh, here's another one.
Yep, here's another one.
Oh, wow. Isn't that beautiful?
Pretty cool. Well, another Gaia faux pas. See that road going up the side of the mountain? That was supposed to be our route, and that's just not going to work. We're going to have to go back to Gooseberry Road and take the pavement, I guess, down to Fish Lake, and then catch this road further down. But it's a no-go. Pretty sketchy bridge there. Yeah, it's gated off anyway, so back we go. Well, things have not quite gone our way today. We've had a few setbacks. But we stopped here at the Old Spanish Trail Interpretive Center here. We'll be entering Capitol Reef in a little while, I guess. Saw some odd signage though on the way in here. It's mostly paved Gooseberry Road, since the other trail didn't work out. Something about cross-country travel prohibited, so I don't know what that means, but we're gonna have a look around here, stretch, let the dog out. The Old Spanish Trail, the Fish Lake Cutoff, it says. And they've got a mule train replica here. Ignore the campers in the distance. This place has been absolutely loaded with hunters. And so everywhere you can park, they're parked. Anyway, we've stretched our legs, got some water. You hungry?
Yeah,
probably.
Bit. Yes.
Do we have something you can snack on?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We have smoked cheese and we have summer sausage.
Summer sausage, okay.
No more crackers though. But
we can do that.
Bagels. We got turkey. We got stuff.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Now our stop in Salina, we blew the Jeep off. Looks much better. I wasn't about to show up in Flagstaff with it looking like it was. So we just crossed over from the pavement into the Capitol Reef area, and this is the trail that Gaia picked for us.
It's pretty cool.
And yeah, I've seen trails like this in Moab, basically. Anyway, there's supposed to be a campground about 2 or 3 miles on, and it's 4 o'clock, and that may be just about where we end up. Wow, if we get there. First time I've been in 4-wheel drive, and sway bar's disconnected here since we left. And we're just driving up this wash now of some sort, so we might be getting into camp after dark.
We know how to do it.
Yep, we do. And this is the kind of terrain that we have in Oregon, so this looks an awful lot like Central Oregon, and we know how to camp here. Well, we reached the end of this road, so this trail is not viable. I'm not sure how to get in. I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure how to get in. We'll just have to find a different route. We'll have to go down Highway 72, back to 72, and then go into Riley Springs. Looks like the elk pit. This is closed. It's a miracle we made it this far. Well, here we are back on pavement again. It was just a few miles up the road to Turnoff that continued heading south, and so after just a few minutes we were back on gravel and heading towards the top of the hill there. We did eventually manage to find our way down into Elkhorn Campground, and you might say, well, I wish they would find some dispersed camping. And, you know, if the campground had been full, I certainly would have taken that option. But when we got there, we had the entire place to ourselves. So we settled in, found a nice spot. And it's really helpful that we don't have to set up a table and we don't have to set up a porta potty. We can have our fire. As a matter of fact, there was a fire pit there, and we actually started a wood fire with what was there. So, except for the extreme cold, we were fairly comfortable all night. Hello from camp. We are at Elkhorn Campground, and there's not another soul here. Of course, it's the 20th of September, 21st, first day of fall, so.
I think it's 20th today.
That's today the 20th?
I'm thinking so. It's my mom's birthday.
Oh, okay.
Well, if she would have been alive.
Anyway, we're just getting settled down, and Monica has put together some noodles, and they're keto-friendly noodles. Some nice fatty hot dogs and good old fatty cheese for our transition to keto. Or maybe that's just all we had.
It kind of was all we had. We forgot to stop.
Anyway, thumbs up to Chris Shantz there at Venture Forward for the cheese, the fried cheese idea. It's really excellent. And this is what we're looking at tonight. It's probably going to be cold again, but we're not sure. Can't get a reliable weather report, but we do have a nice fire going out here because it's allowed. And we're going to sit around the fire and actually have a fire tonight, which is a good thing because we're running a little low on propane.
Yes.
There's things you learn out here.
Little this, little that.
Overlanding, yeah.
And not figuring out how to put a knife back.
But we're on the verge of Capitol Reef and Cathedral Valley, just a few miles down the road. So we'll be visiting that area tomorrow.